now watching Compton Rick Rock TV. Let's get to the content.
Yo, what up? It's Compton Rick Rock TV, and we back with the content. But before we get to the content, like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and catch every video when I drop it. Now, we got some breaking news here in LA, man. The cold game out here, man. This happened last night, I believe. I called my homeboy this morning to tell him about this stuff that I seen on the internet. Just checking on my folks, let them know, be cool, man. Watch themselves out there while they surround us. And as I'm talking to my homeboy, he let me know. He said, man, Rock, you know the dude, man. You know my nephew, man. That was my nephew, man, that got injured last night, that lost his life, man, got unalive. Man, I send my prayers out to his family. We gonna jump into this content right here, and let's go, man. Let's get it, see what they talking about, man.
A series of shootings hit South LA over the weekend. 10 people have been shot. 2 people have been killed.
They all happened within a few miles of each other. Mario is live at the latest shooting that happened at Century in Maine. Mario.
Bob Brooke, the ongoing violence leaving residents here on edge. 3 shootings, as you mentioned, separate incidents within miles of each other in the span of 4 days. And you can see here the latest sparking this active homicide investigation by the LAPD. The shooting unfolding near this strip mall parking lot just outside of a T-Mobile store where the victim's body is covered right now. It was just before midnight. Take a look. This is at the corner of Century and Main Street. Police say 2 men were shot. A 25-year-old died at the scene. A 51-year-old man was rushed to the hospital in stable condition. Officers found dozens of shell casings scattered across the street here. Investigators telling us, according to witnesses, the victims were walking on the sidewalk when a group of suspects drove up to them, drew guns, and opened fire. And those suspects, they say, drove away with no vehicle description given. Police now calling the attack likely gang-related. And about 9 hours before this deadly gunfire, police responded to a mass shooting less than a mile away at Figueroa in Manchester, where 5 people were shot in broad daylight. The victims, 19 to 35 years old, 4 men and a woman. 1 remains in critical condition. Police say here 2 or 3 shooters were involved, speeding off in a white sedan. The violence sparking an urgent response from city leaders. Mayor Bass calling it senseless, and the police chief speaking out about the ongoing violence as well.
School right across the street. That's the time generally that the school is letting out. The senselessness and the callousness of where they did it and when they did it, it should really hit all of us.
All right, y'all clearly heard what that man said, man. He said it was a school across the street. Kids across the street. This is the part that we got to look at, man. It's not nobody else that's taking us out. It's our own that's taking us out. We taking each other out, man, left and right. Now, if this would have been anybody else, if it would have been police who did this, we would have been all out there. It would have been so crowded this morning we couldn't even drive through to get to work. It's us that's doing this to each other, man. Crazy. Let me go to this other clipping that I seen on this. Let's get up out of here and go to this one, man. Nasty work, man.
Good evening, everyone. So my name is Adrian Gonzalez. I'll give you guys an update on what I know as of now. So approximately 2:30 this afternoon, we received multiple radio calls of shooting calls at this location. The location where the shooting occurred is behind me, in front of the market. At that time, our officers responded to multiple radio calls of victims being down. We did locate ultimately 5 victims so far. They all suffer from various injuries. They were all transported to local hospitals. And as of now, we haven't had any victim who has been pronounced deceased. It's an ongoing investigation. We continue to, our investigators are here, our detectives are here. We continue to scour the location for video, for additional witnesses, for additional evidence. And so we will continue investigating this investigation with whatever resources that we need to. One thing I do want to mention is we don't know the cause yet of what happened here. As we continue interviewing some of our witnesses, and we might get.
We don't need to know the cause. The cause, you know, it's the same cause over and over and over. We don't need to know the cause. What we need to know is this, man. We need to know that if we out there hanging out, what's going to happen, man. Hanging out, man, is just all bad for us. We probably the only people that can't hang out, have fun. You know, a lot of us should be at work, jobs, doing something constructive. with our family, with our kids and stuff like that. But hanging out, man, is just not, it's not it. It's not cool, because when somebody that look like you see you, the first thing they gonna do is, hey, they not asking no questions, man. My people, his nephew wasn't even from this area. He from a whole nother area. I know, you just go out and hang out. That's why me personally, let me tell you something, man. When I need gas, I don't go where it's hot at. If I gotta drive extra blocks up down the street where I know ain't nobody tripping over there, it's safe over there, then I'm gonna go there. I'm not gonna pull up in no hood restaurants, no hood hamburger stands, and it's crazy that we live like that. I'm just not gonna do it, because I know that it's people that look like me that's on the hunt. And I know that's crazy to say. I know why you targeting your own, because that's, that's just what it is, man. That's just what it is, man.
More information. We are looking at it from a gang-related component, and so that we have our gang officers here. We have additional gang officers working the streets, conducting follow-ups and trying to gather more information. As of now, that's all the information I have, and I'll take a few questions.
Is the location? What's like the
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, take it. I'll close it out.
Okay.
Yeah, single shooter, multiple shooters, any indication?
I'll repeat that.
Single shooter or multiple shooters?
At this time, we believe there's multiple shooters.
So somebody had a beef with somebody else, guns came out, and away we go.
We don't know that yet. We're assuming that, but we don't know that yet. That there's a beef, but that we do know that there's multiple shooters.
Have we had any previous violent instances similar to this in the last 24, 48 hours?
Not at this location.
Is this connected to the Saturday shooting that you guys had not far from here? That was.
We haven't verified that yet. Obviously, we're looking at all angles. The shooting that we had over the weekend and this one, to us, seems a little. Yeah, we just think that it's just because of the proximity. We're looking at all angles, but we haven't confirmed that yet.
The activity on Vermont and Manchester, is that related to this shooting?
We don't know. So we received information from the sheriff's department. There were several vehicles that fled from this location. We're still trying to vet if the vehicles that fled this location were tied to this shooting. But so there was vehicles that fled at the high rate of speed. The sheriffs, who were just south of Manchester on Vermont, made contact with those vehicles. And my understanding is that there was some type of interaction between the sheriffs and us. I don't have all the details on that, but I do know that the sheriffs are out there handling their investigation.
Is it interaction between sheriffs and LAPD?
No, it was between the sheriffs and vehicles that they believed fled from this location.
Is anyone in custody on that location?
I don't believe so yet.
Any indication you have how the shooter or shooters may have gotten away? On foot, in a car, anything else?
We believe they fled in a vehicle. However, preliminary investigation is that there's several videos that left here, and we haven't determined who was in which vehicle.
Are your detectives in these forces? It looks like they've got cameras all around this lot here. You're going to have a lot of video evidence to work with.
We do, and that'll take a little bit of time to review all the video. That's part of what's going on now, but we haven't reviewed all the video yet.
I know it's early, but can you run through what you guys think, how this played out? Did the suspects come up in a car? They opened fire? Kind of simple terms, what do you think happened?
Yeah, I believe it's so there's a group standing in front of the location. The vehicle drives up, and we don't have information whether the suspects exit the vehicle or not, but they did arrive in a vehicle and fled in a vehicle.
Can you tell us ages of victims and how many suspects possibly?
Yeah, so as far as suspects, we believe maybe there's 2 to 3 yet. Again, it's preliminary now because we have to continue reviewing our video. Our victims are the ages between 19 and 35. I believe there's 4 males and 1 female victim.
We were told earlier from LAPD media relations that the suspects, at least 3, took off in a white Honda Civic. Is that still the case?
That was preliminary information. So I tell you, there's probably 7 to 10 radio calls that came out initially, and so there's a lot of information that's being put out by different witnesses. So we're still vetting that information.
Any information on the suspects besides that vehicle, age? Are they all male? What were they wearing?
Yeah, we don't have that information at this moment.
And all of your victims were just standing outside. Is that when your suspects pull in again, open fire?
Yes, based on the preliminary investigation and witnesses that we have spoken to so far, that's what we believe at this time.
Captain, can you talk about perhaps even the chief or the mayor, large press?
All right, so there you have it, man. Multiple shootings, man. Leave y'all thoughts in the comment section. I'm done with this. I don't have too much to say about it. Only thing I can say is, man, you guys be careful out there. Be safe. Watch where you pulling up at, man. If you want to hang out in your backyard, man. It's Compton Rick Rock, Compton Rick Rock TV. I'll catch all of y'all on the next one. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel, Compton Rick Rock TV. Also, hit that notification bell and catch every video when I drop.